Welcome to another Tech Tip Tuesday video. Today we're going to look at using or adding links in a Google Slide presentation using a laptop or a Chromebook. So I've got a presentation open here, and you'll see at the bottom of my presentation slide it says link to slide number 3. So in Google Slides, you can actually create links to different slides in the same presentation, or you can create links to an external source. If the external source could be a document you have in your Google Drive, or it could be another website. So to show you how this would kind of work, I'm going to show you right here. For example, on slide number 1 here, I've got link to slide 3. And so one of the things I'm going to do that's kind of cool is I'm going to click on this image, or excuse me, this text right here, and I'm going to copy that text box. And then I'm going to do a right click and I'm going to paste. And now I've got the exact same words here, but I'm just going to click inside of that and I'm going to make that a 4. That's just a quick way, a quick little tip. If you want to type the same thing repeatedly, it's an easy way to get that just by copying it and doing some slight editing. But now to get my link, or to insert my link, I'm going to go into my text box here. Notice the cursor's flashing, and I'm going to highlight all the text that I want to use for my link. Now to get a link, you need to come up to the toolbar and you can click on the insert link icon right here. Notice you see the keyboard combination is Control K. You can also do a right click on whatever you've highlighted, and there's the link feature right there as well. I tend to be a keyboard person, so I highlight and I use Control K, and this pops up. Now notice it's asking for a link, but here is what I'm going to do first. I'm going to link this text to another slide in the presentation. So I'm going to click on this menu and it's going to drop down. And here I want it to go to slide number 3, which is what I have. So I'm going to click on slide number 3. It's going to tell me it's going to link to slide number 3, and I'm going to click apply. You're going to see that text is now blue. So that when I click on that, it's going to actually take me to slide number 3, which is right here. I'm going to repeat that process. I'm going to go here to slide number 4. I'm going to highlight that text. I'm going to do a right click, hit link, and I'm going to go to slides to the presentation, and I'm going to go to slide number 4. And I'm going to hit apply, and now that's linked as well. So what that does for us is when I'm in editing mode like this, I can navigate using this feature. If I click on it and I simply click on slide 3, it will take me to slide 3. But where it's more powerful is if you publish your slide presentation, or if you're actually in, I'm going to go into presentation mode. If I'm in presentation mode, and now if I come over here and I click on slide 3, it's going to take me directly to slide number 3. So that's a neat way that you can navigate using links inside a Google Slide presentation. Now that's to get to and from an internal slide, but you can also link to outside sources. And you can also link more than just text. Let's say, for example, I want to link this image right here to this website on taking care of cats. Okay, so what you need to do is you actually need to navigate to the website. Then you're going to have to come up and you're going to have to copy the URL, the address. So you want to make sure you highlight it all, hit copy, go back into your presentation, and highlight or select whatever it is you want to connect to that link. So I've got the cat image here highlighted. I'm going to click on my link icon. This is going to pop up this little menu here. I'm going to do a right click and I'm going to paste. And now that URL is being applied right there. And now I'm going to click apply. So now when I'm in presentation mode, if I click on that, it's going to take me to that website. So I'm going to go back into presentation mode. I'm actually going to go back to slide number 1, and I'm going to click to link to slide number 3. Now I'm on slide number 3, and you'll see that my mouse changes to a little finger when I'm on something that is clickable. And so I click on the cat head, it's going to launch my browser, and it's taking me to that website that I had selected. Come back in here. I'm going to exit out of the presentation mode, but that's a really quick way you can navigate, or you can add links. Now you can add links, like I said, to images. You can also add links to slides, or excuse me, to shapes. So if I have this arrow, for example, and I click on it and I want to add a link, and maybe I want to make it to a slide in the presentation. Maybe I want it to go to the next slide. So anytime someone clicks on an arrow, it's going to automatically take them to the next slide. That's a default option here. Or I could maybe at the previous slide, or I want it to send it to the first slide or the last slide. So there are some pre-built, and then every other one are slides that I actually have in the presentation itself. But it's a really useful tool to use in order to help provide some navigation ability within Google Slides. If you have any other questions about how you could use navigation in a slide presentation, please let me know.